So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Well, just going into the whole MLK Jr. Birthday and celebration, I mean, it was, growing up, he was a huge part of my life, with my grandmother and my mom and dad both being from the South. You know, I learned about him at a very early age, you know, walking into my grandmother's house and seeing the picture of him, as well as some of my other relatives seeing the same picture. There was times where I thought he was actually a part of our family, and then one day I ended up asking my grandmother, you know, like, hey, how come I don't ever see Uncle Martin? And then she kind of sat me and my cousins down on the chair one summer and told us all about the history of MLK Jr. and what he stood for, and the things he tried to provide for African Americans.
I think that speech in general really encompasses who he is. His dream was to see equality and freedom for everyone, regardless of the color of your skin, who you choose to love, of where you come from. In that I Have a Dream speech, it immediately takes you to that place of yes, someone started that years ago working towards that goal, and we're still working towards that goal.
To me, Martin worked to make a change in a peaceful manner while demanding freedom and equality, while also impacting many lives, instituting that violence isn't always the answer.
I go back, I think how he did it is more I take away. He was a teacher, he was a leader, he influenced people, and I think that's what I take away from what he did, is how he did it and how he touched so many people. And it's a special way. As coaches, we try to lead and do certain things, and it can be difficult, and he was did in just an elegant way that I don't think could be matched.
And it's kind of funny because football grounds us together, but then football also is that gateway to the otherness, to understanding, oh, you grew up different. Oh, how did you play football? You know, like Big Sauna, he grew up in Atlanta. Football in Atlanta is a lot different than football in Portland, Oregon. You know, those are two different cultural things. So those kind of discussions are awesome. I really enjoyed to get to know some of my teammates.
To me, freedom just means to be able to live this life equally to our counterparts, regardless what color and what race and gender that they are. You know, we all live equal.
I want to be judged solely by my properties of my soul and personality, and not by the way I look. So like in the end, we all bleed red blood, we all cry liquid tears. No one should really be assessed based on their complexion, but based on their nature and spirit.
I have the right to be in an interracial relationship now that 60 years ago, you know, would never have been permitted. So those are the small things. I'm like, yes, we still have a long way to go, but there have been some good that have come from the fighting, the perseverance of those people who started this process for justice.
Freedom to me is equality. Being able to look at someone, male, female, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, and be able to say that that's a person.
You look at a team like ours, we have all different types of backgrounds, ethnicities, and it's beautiful. And we look at each other as a team, and they're there for each other. We're a family, and I think that's part in due to Martin Luther King Jr.
And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Let freedom ring from my hometown of North Las Vegas, Nevada.
Let freedom ring from my hometown of Camden, Ohio.
And so let freedom ring from my hometown, Portland, Oregon.
So let freedom ring from Kailua Kona, Hawaii.
Let freedom ring from Portland, Oregon, and from Lagos, Nigeria.
Let freedom ring from Stockton, California.
Let freedom ring from Moscow, Idaho.